Please find a comfortable seat on your mat, please. If you can, sit on your blanket or blocks. That'll allow you to raise the hips up a little bit so that you can sit a little bit more comfortably. And then just close your eyes for a moment. Just settle in, letting go of what happened in the past before this class or what's going to happen after. Just see if you can become really present in your body. So much of our day we spend in our head, just thinking, seeing, observing, noticing. Instead, maybe we can begin to feel a little bit more, feeling the pulsations, feeling the sensations, good or bad. And then noticing your breath, feeling your breath, I should say. And then gently blink your eyes open. We're gonna start a little bit easier, opening into the hips and the knees, lower legs. We did a little bit of that yesterday in class, and I feel like maybe sometimes, especially with summer and all the activities going on, that might be a good way to begin. So put your hands on your knees first, take a nice deep breath in, lift the chest up, like you're doing a cat-cow in a seated position. Pull the belly in, round the back, drop the chin, drop the head. And then go through this again, really nice and slowly. So moving your spine, lifting the chest, maybe even opening up the throat. And exhale, bring the chin to your chest, round the back, tuck the tail. And a little bit more inhaling, lifting the chest, lifting the tailbone back behind you. Exhale, pull the belly around the back. And then take your chest towards the right knee and circle it forward. Bring it to the left and then taking it all the way back. So see if you can go in a nice round circle all the way to the right and front and the back. Notice your low back. Notice if you're holding tension anywhere. And as I always say, if you feel like pausing somewhere, please feel free to do that. And then you can join us. And then let's reverse this motion. So going towards the left first, front and the back, and all the way back. So really go all the way around the clock. And forward and right and back. And once again, left and forward and right and back. And then coming back to the center, soften the shoulders, sit high up on your blanket if you've got it, or pillows would do too. Take that right knee, put it next to your chest, bring the sole of the right foot down. And then you're gonna reach in front of the right shin. So palm is open. Press that tricep into your knee as the knee presses into the tricep, and then gently twist to the left. Pause here for just a moment. If you like to, you can also reach the left fingertips up towards the ceiling or to the top of the back wall. Stay here, just feel that nice stretch in the low back. Maybe you feel a little bit of an opening in the leg, in that right hip. And then gently come back to the center, bring your hands to the heart center, lean forward, take the elbow and just kind of take your armpit just in front of that shin. So you're just gonna press the armpit in front of the shin as you fold forward towards the front. So your hands can stay on to the heart center, or maybe you can bring your arms out, fingertips on the floor, and just fold forward. And just breathe into that nice deep inhalation and exhale. Send your tailbone back behind you. And then just coming all the way back up to the center. Lower the right knee down, put the left foot flat on the floor. And as you do, take the left arm on the inside of the left leg so that you're reaching beyond the left shin. Left fingertips point down to the floor. If it feels good, you can reach the right fingertips up and above, either towards the ceiling or towards the top of the back wall. Make sure the shoulders stay soft. Notice if the shoulders are coming up to the ears. Just soften the shoulders down. Maybe take your gaze to your fingertips. Maybe take it to the ceiling. See what resonates with you. Really, this practice of yoga is so much about staying in the body, feeling your body exactly the way it is, and then following what the body's guiding you to do. I am just here to guide you through different poses, and I like to give a lot of alignment cues to make sure that you stay safe, especially because I'm not hands-on with you, I'm not in the same room. So I like to just kind of make sure that you're feeling safe, you're feeling aligned, you're feeling supported in your body as you're moving through poses. I want you to practice for a long, long time. Coming back to the center, just hug that left knee in a sense that you're taking the elbow and just kind of pressing the tricep into the left shin. Your hands can come to your chest, or maybe you can open up your arms, fingertips on the floor, and just kind of fold forward. As you fold forward, send your tailbone back behind you. Make sure that the tail is not tucked under. And breathe into your low back and your left hip. So many of these cues may seem very repetitive, but sometimes it takes repeating the same thing 3, 4, 5 times until the body finally gets it, in a sense. And then come back to the center, please, nice and slowly. Now this time, drop that left shin down to the floor, and then take that right shin back behind you. So you're going to create what's called the 90-90. That means that the front knee is 90 degrees, the back knee is 90 degrees. Take your right hand to your right hip, place the left hand down. I'm going to move those blocks to the side. And then you're going to nice and slowly begin to extend that right leg out to the right, lower the right leg down, so sit up tall, inhale, and then turn your torso towards the right as you flex the right foot, lift the right heel off the ground. Then you're going to bring that right leg all the way over, tap in front of the left, and then we're going to repeat that a couple more times. So extend the right leg out, and then bring it all the way over and tap. And extend the right leg out, flex the foot, and then bring the right over and tap. And then next time as you take the right leg out, pause here. Take your hands behind you, lift the chest up, point the toe, and we're just going to lift that leg up and lower. So we're going to do that for 5, lower, 4, lower, 3, lower, 2, lower, and 1. And then bring the knee to your chest and switch to the other side. So 90-90 on this side, 90 degrees in the front shin, 90 degrees in the back leg. Left hand next to your body, right hand on your hip, and then you're going to extend that left leg up. Pause here, flex the foot, and then you're going to take that left heel all the way over in front of the right knee and tap. And then do it a couple more times. So flex the foot, almost like you're doing like a karate or a kung fu pose. So really strong left leg, and then bring that left leg in front and tap. And then take it all the way out, press that heel, and then all the way over and tap. And then this time as you extend the leg, hold it there, and then turn the toes up, flex the foot, point, and then now you're going to lift the leg up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Lower that left leg down. We're going to go back to side, first side, except that this time you're going to come on your elbows. So lay down on your left side, please. Come down on your elbows. Lift the right leg up. As you lift the right leg up, really reach the right toes away from your hips. Your right hand can rest on your hips, and you're going to do little circles with that top leg. Circling it one direction and circling it the opposite direction. If you have a hard time balancing here, you can always take the right hand and use it as a kickstand. And then next time that leg is up, hold it there. Bring that right knee to the floor in front of you, tap, and then flex the right heel and push it diagonally back behind you. Again, bring the right knee in front and tap, and flex the foot and push it diagonally back behind you. Make sure that your torso is not moving forward and back. Your torso from the waist up is stable. All you're doing is bringing the knee, so really the movement is in the hips, and press it back. And bring the knee in front and tap, and then push it back behind you. Flex the foot, and it's a diagonal movement, and press it back and hold it there. Flex that foot. Now we're gonna turn the toes up, bring the heel in front and tap, and then turn the toes down, take the toes down behind the left foot and tap. So flex the foot, bring the heel in front of the left foot and tap, and then turn the toes down, take it behind the left foot. And let's do it a few more times. Tap in front and tap in the back. Tap in front and tap in the back. These are so good for all these hip muscles. They stabilize their, mobilize their muscles in the hips. Tiny muscles, sometimes not easily reachable, like the buttocks. The glutes are a large muscle group, so those you can stretch out and reach anytime. And then next time the leg is parallel to the floor again, bring the knee to your chest and then extend the leg straight up. Now you're gonna turn the toes down, and as you turn the toe down, can you turn the entire leg down? Lower it down in front of you, tap the toes down, and then flex the foot, turn the toes up, the entire leg, not just from the knee down or the ankle down, the entire leg, and then lift that leg straight up towards the ceiling. And let's continue that. So quality is better than quantity here. We're going nice and slow. Turn the toes up and the knee up, lift the leg up, and see if you can really keep the legs straight and perpendicular to your body. So lift the left leg up, right leg up, straight up towards the ceiling, and then turn the toe and the knee down. The leg turns in the entire hip socket. So the femur bone, the tibialis, everything is turning down and everything is turning up. And let's do one more. Everything is turning down and everything is turning up. And then hold it here, bend the knee, bring that knee to your chest. You can rotate the ankle if you like to one direction, and then rotate it the opposite direction. And then we'll switch sides. So all you need to do is just roll over your back. I'm just gonna switch side this way. Coming down on the elbows first, straighten the legs out of the waist, and then lift the top leg up. And as you point the leg, we're just gonna do little circles. Your left hand again can either rest on your hip or in front to use for balance, entirely up to you. And then reverse that circle. And then as you're ready, bring the left knee to your chest, lower the left knee down onto the floor and tap, flex the foot, and then press it back diagonally. So let's go nice and slowly, moving through the whole thing. We're not skipping anything at all. Press it back diagonally. Point the toe, bring it to your bring the knee to your chest and tap in front, and then flex the foot as you press back. Point the toe, bring it in front, tap, and flex the foot and press it back diagonal. Point, knee comes in front and tap, and then flex the foot. Try not to sway the torso too much. Let's do one more. Tap, and then flex the foot back behind you. Good. And then bring the knee to your chest here. Extend the leg straight up. Now, I'm sorry, we're going to do one more before we come here. So lower the leg down, flex the foot, and that flexed foot is going to come in front. You're going to tap the heel in front, and then you're going to turn the toes and the knee down and tap behind you. So make sure when you do that, you're not lowering your hip. The hip's staying up. All you're doing is turning the femur bone in, external rotation of the femur bone, and then the internal rotation of the femur bone. So your femur is your thigh bone, and you're actually turning it in your hip socket and then out. The thigh bone the head of the femur is like the hip socket is a socket and ball joint. So the head of the femur, is sitting nice and comfortably in that hip socket. And all you're doing is turning it and then turning it. And turn it and turn it. And then this time as you come to the center, pause here. Now raise that leg up, flex the foot, turn the toes down, and then as you slowly lower in front of you, lower the toes down, tap, now flex the foot, and then lift the leg straight up. So try and keep that leg as perpendicular as you can to the torso. Lower the toes down and tap, and then flex the foot and lift the leg up. And without swaying your torso so much forward and back, see if you can keep the whole movement contained in that leg. And toes turn down and tap, and lift the leg up. Turn the toes and the knee up, and two more. Lower down and tap, flex the foot, lift the leg up. One more. Turn the toe, knee and down and tap, flex the foot, lift the leg up, and then pause here. Bring that knee to your shoulder or chest, and you can go ahead and circle that ankle one direction, and then circle it the opposite direction. And then go ahead and press yourself back to a comfortable seat again, and come up to tabletop pose, stacking the joints. Inhale, send that right leg back behind you. Exhale, bring the right knee to your chest. Step the right foot in between the hands. Drop the hip down, lift the chest up into your low lunge, reach the arms up. Inhale. As you exhale, lower the hands down, tuck your left toes under, pick up the left knee off the ground, press your right foot down, come up to high lunge now. Reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to the heart center. Spin your left foot flat, open up your body towards the long side of your mat into your warrior two. Inhale, reach the arms up as you straighten the right knee. Exhale, bend the right knee, warrior two. So each time you go through this, make sure that right knee aligns with the right middle toe. So each time you bend the right knee, just look down, make sure the right knee is aligned with the right middle toe. Super important. Inhale, reach the arms up. Maybe this time take your gaze up. Exhale, open into warrior two. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling, reach up, look up. Exhale, come into warrior two. Pause here, and then take both arms towards the right knee, skater pose. Turn your right toes in, your left toes out, skater pose to the back. Let's do that again. Left toes in, right toes out, skater pose to the front. Right toes in, left toes out, skater pose to the back. And once again, left toes in, right toes out, skater pose to the front. Lower the hands down, pick up that left heel off the ground. Take a nice deep breath in, and then step the left foot next to the right foot. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold, plant your hands down, step the right foot back behind you. Initially, bring the right knee down to the floor, low lunge, reach the arms up, melt the hip down, and then as you're ready, bring the hands back down to the floor, tuck your right toes under, right knee comes up. Now you come to high lunge, reach the arms up. Inhale. Bring your hands to your heart center, spin the back foot flat, come into warrior two to the other side of your mat. Bend that left knee, making sure that the left knee is aligned with the left middle toe, and then straighten the left knee as you reach both arms up. Inhale here. As you exhale, come into your warrior two. We're gonna move, flow with this movement. Inhaling, reach up, maybe look up, exhale, warrior two. Make sure that right leg is straight and strong. So you're pressing through the outside edge of the right foot. Your left knee is aligned with the left middle toe. Each time you're bending it, shoulders are soft. Inhale, you look up. Exhale, warrior two. And one more time, inhale, look up, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Hold here in your warrior two. And then as you're ready, we're going to go into skater pose. So reach both arms towards the left. And then turn the left toes in, right toes out. Reach both arms towards the right. Right toes in, left toes out. Reach both arms towards the left. Left toes in, right toes out. Both arms towards the right. One more round. Right toes in, left toes out. Reach towards the left. Left toes in, right toes out. Reach towards the right. And then this time as you reach towards the left, pause here. Turn your entire torso towards the top of your mat. Bring your hands to the floor and step your left foot back, top of the push-up, and then lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Bring your feet together, please. And then bend the right knee deep as you bring the left heel close to the floor. And then switch sides. Bend the left knee so deep so you can bring the right heel close to the floor. And alternate side to side just 2 more times. Bend the right knee, bring the left heel down. Bend the left knee, bring the right knee down. And once again, bend the right knee, bring the left heel, and bend the left heel, knee, bring the right heel. This time, lift both heels way off the ground. Inhale. Float the left leg up behind you, and then take that left leg behind the right leg so your pinkies may be lined up next to each other. And then as you bend deep into that right knee, bring the left heel down to the floor. Pause here for a moment. Feel that nice stretch in your calves and Achilles tendon. And then as you're ready, just switch sides. So place the left foot next to the right foot. Lift both heels up. Reach the right leg all the way up, inhale, and then exhale, cross the right foot behind the left foot. Line up your pinkies, and then lower that right heel down as you bend deep into the left knee, stretching out the right calf, right Achilles tendon, right hamstring. Inhale, come back to the center, and we're just gonna walk on our tippy toes. So lift the heels up and walk on your tippy toes all the way to your hands. As you get to your hands, bring both feet down. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen the spine. Exhale and fold forward, drop the head down. Bring your hands to your hips, please. Bend the knees and come all the way up to standing. Bring your big toes together, heels are an inch apart. Bend the knees, Uttanasana, chair pose, reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive all the way down towards the floor. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands down, step your left foot back. Press through the bottom of the right foot, high lunge, Anjaneyasana, come on up. Reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to the heart center, open up to the long side of your mat, warrior two. Inhale, reach both arms up, straighten both knees. Exhale, back into your warrior two. Reach both arms to the right, Skandasana or skater pose to the right, and then take it all the way over to the left, Skandasana to the left. Now turn your entire torso towards the left side, towards the back side of your mat. Pick up that right heel off the ground. Reach the fingertips forward as if you're trying to lunge forward. Inhale. Now coming all the way back up into your high lunge. Bring your hands to your heart center, and then slowly as you shift your weight forward, take the right foot back and up behind you into warrior three, Virabhadrasana C. Inhale, stand tall, bring the right knee to your chest, and then bend the left knee, take that right ankle on top of the left knee and sit into your single-legged chair. Inhale, lift the chest, and then exhale as you're ready, stand tall, bring the right knee back to your chest, and take the right leg back behind you once again into Virabhadrasana 3, warrior 3. Bend the left knee as you land on your right toes. Arms reach up, high lunge, And we're gonna go through this skater pose once again. So turn the left toes in, right toes out, skater to the left. Turn the right toes in, left toes out, skater to the right. Inhale. Now bring the hands down to the floor into your low lunge. And then step the left foot up. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale and fold forward. Step the right foot back behind you. Inhale, press down through the bottom of that left foot to come on up, high lunge. Exhale, open into your warrior two to the long side of your mat. Inhale, straighten the left knee, reach up. Exhale, warrior two, reach out. Reach both arms to the left side, to the top of your mat. Turn the left toes in, right toes out, reach to the back of your mat. Pause here for a moment, inhale, and then continue to turn, picking up that left heel off the ground. Reach your fingertips forward as you're trying to jump forward, like make your body so long and aerodynamic. Inhale. Bring your hands to your heart center, shift your weight forward, pick up the left toes off the ground into Virabhadrasana C or Warrior 3 pose. Inhale here. As you exhale, slowly begin to come on up. Bring the left knee to your chest. Bend that right knee, take the left ankle on top of the right knee and sit into your single-legged chair. Inhale. And then as you're ready, stand tall. Left knee comes back to your chest. Send the left leg straight back behind you. Warrior 3. Bend the right knee, land on your left toes as lightly as you can. Reach the arms up, inhale, high lunge. And then as you're ready, we're gonna go back to the front again. So skater pose to the back. Swing your arms down towards the floor, skater forward to the front. And then coming back to your low lunge in the front and step the right foot up. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale and fold, drop the head down. Bring your hands to your hips and come all the way up to standing. Bend the knees, reach the arms up, chair. Inhaling. Exhale, fold forward, all the way down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale and fold, planche the hands down. Now step your right foot back behind you. Press through the bottom of the left foot. So we're going to repeat that sequence. This is your second time through, and you're going to do fabulous. Reach the arms up, high lunge, inhale. Exhale, open into warrior 2. Inhale, reach the arms up, straighten the left knee. Exhale, back into warrior 2. Swing your arms all the way to the left, and then swing your arms all the way to the right. Pick up that left heel off the ground. Reach the arms up, high lunge, Anjaneyasana. Hands come to the heart center. Lean forward, warrior 3. Take off into your warrior 3. Virabhadrasana C. Stand tall, bring the left knee to your chest. Left ankle on top of the right knee, sit into your single-legged chair pose. Inhale. Stand tall once again, bring the left knee to your chest. And then press that leg back behind you as if you're pushing a wall behind you. Come into warrior 3 once again. Bend the right knee, land on your left toes, high lunge. Turn the right toes in, left toes out. Skater pose to the right. Swing the arms all the way to the top of your mat. Skater pose to the left. And then bring the hands all the way down to the floor. Low lunge and step the right foot up. Inhale, halfway up. So we're going to go the other direction now. Exhale, fold forward, step the left foot back behind you. High lunge, come on up, Anjaneyasana. Hands come to the heart center, open up into your warrior 2. Right knee straight, reach up, look up, inhale. Exhale, back into warrior 2. Skater pose to the right, skater pose to the left. Take it all the way to the back of your mat. Pick up that right heel off the ground, high lunge. Hands come to the heart center. Lean forward, take up into your warrior 3. Lift the right leg up. Inhale, stand tall, bring the right knee to your chest. Take the right ankle on top of the left knee, sit into your single-legged chair. Inhale, stand tall again, right knee comes up to your chest. Press that heel back behind you as if you're pushing the ball back, warrior three. Bend the left knee, land on your toes, then reach the arms up. We're gonna go into the skater pose. Skater pose to the left, skater pose to the right. High lunge to the top of your mat. Lower the hands down, and then this time just step the right foot back. Downward facing dog. Bring your knees down, please, and child's pose. Release your forehead down to the floor. Let your low back stretch out behind you. Nice deep breath in and exhale. And then lift your torso up. Stay in your all fours, please. And then walk your hands to the top of your mat. So your knees are staying exactly where they are. Your hands are going to the top of your mat, and you're just gonna drop your chest down in between your arms. Your forehead comes down. This is called the puppy pose. A little bit different from child's pose because your hips are lifted in the air. Your forehead is down towards the floor, and your arms are really strong. So your elbows are off the ground, and you're pressing your hands down. This really helps you stretch out your back, your spine. And then nice and slowly come back to tabletop pose, please. Make sure everything is stacked again. Reach the left arm out. Keep the gaze down. And as you exhale, thread the left arm under your body. Bring the left side of your face down on the floor. Now here, your right arm can either reach up towards the top of your mat, or maybe some of you would like to bring the right hand on your low back, or maybe some of you would like to find your left thigh. But wherever you are, can you keep your weights equally distributed between the knees? So make sure you're not leaning to the right or the left, that both knees are carrying the same weight. So your hips stay square, and the twist is happening in the upper back, your thoracic spine. Breathe into that upper back, breathe into that space behind the heart between the shoulder blades. And then as you're ready, gently unwind, putting the right hand down, press your torso up, putting the left hand down. We're going to try the other side. Right arm reaches out, keep your gaze down. Exhale, thread the right arm under your body as you bring the right ear and right jaws down on the floor. So here again, your left arm can either reach above your head, or you can take the left hand, put it behind your low back, or you can reach for your right thigh. But make sure that your weight is equally distributed on both knees. Close your eyes and just breathe into the upper back. And then nice and slowly come on back to the center. So place your left hand down, press yourself all the way up, cross your ankles, and you're just gonna have a seat. As you have a seat, extend the left leg straight, please. Bring the right knee to your chest, and then take that right knee all the way over so you can stack the knees on top, or right knees on top of the left knee. If there is a lot of room between the knees, you can always put a blanket or pillows between the knees. Flex the left toes, sit tall, pause here for a moment, lift the chest, interlace the fingers around the top knee, inhale. And exhale, fold forward, bringing the chest down towards your right knee. Drop the head down. This is a really deep stretch for the back body. So all the way from the Achilles tendon, the more you flex the foot, the more you feel the stretch in the calves and the hamstring and the low back. Really drop the head down. And inhale, go ahead and lift the torso up. Now, take your left arm all the way up towards the ceiling and put it behind you. And then lean your hips over to the left side of your body. So I'm sitting on my buttocks right now. I'm gonna roll to the outside of my left, so the IT band on my left. My left hand is pressing down. My right knee is up towards the ceiling. I'm gonna reach the right arm up, flex the left toes, and then reach back behind towards my left heel. And I might stay here and just continue to lift up. I may want to take the right hand behind me and turn my torso towards my left heel. And some of you may want to bend that bottom knee and grab your left ankle as you're lifting the chest up. If you have your ankle, release your ankle and straighten that left leg, and then gently roll back on your hips, extend the right leg out, bring the left knee to your chest, and then stack the knees. So take the left knee all the way over, stack on top of the right knee. Again, put any blanket or blocks or something in between if you feel like that left knee is way up off the right knee. Pause here for just a moment as you sit tall. Interlace the fingers around the knee. Flex that right foot. And then gently begin to fold forward. Drop the head down. Let the back of the neck get long. Feel that nice stretch in the back of the neck all the way down to your shoulders, mid-back, low back, hips, hamstrings, the entire fascia in the back side of your body. And gently lift yourself up, please. Take your right hand down, and you're gonna roll over to the IT band on the right side so the hips come off the ground. You're pressing the left foot down, left knee is up towards the ceiling. Inhale, you can reach the left arm up and then reach for your left toes. Either stay here or take the left hand behind you and then lift the chest up. If you do this, make sure you don't roll back on your buttocks. So you're still on the right IT band, the outside edge of the right foot. You can stay here and just practice this as you're twisting your torso over to the right heel, or maybe you can bend that right foot, right knee, and then grab the right ankle. Nice deep inhalation and exhale. If you have the ankle, please release it and then gently come all the way back. Extend both legs out again. Bend both knees slightly. Take the arms out to the side. Inhale. And then thread the arms under your knee like you're giving yourself a hug, giving your knees a hug. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale and fold. Paschimottanasana. So really hug your knees in, bring your rib cage so that they're glued to the top of your thighs. So bend your knees as much as you need to have your rib cage and thighs meet each other. And then gently and slowly, you can slowly begin to scrub the heels away from your hips and straighten the knees as much as you can or would like to, but make sure the hips, the thighs stay glued to your rib cage. So really keeping your rib cage glued to the thighs keeps the low back in a safe, secured place so you can go as far as you like to without reaching and pulling and hurting yourself. Drop the head down. And lift the chest up slowly. You can use your hands to press yourself all the way up to a comfortable seat. Dandasana, sit tall. Straighten the legs, press the heels down. Lift the chest, press the palms of your hands down. Uttanasana, staff pose. Very, very active pose. And then as you're ready, slowly begin to bend your knees and lie down on your back. Bring your knees to your chest. Rock a little bit side to side on your back. Draw the right knee to your chest and extend the left leg straight. Squeeze that right knee in. Pause here for a moment as you compress that right hip. And then bring the left knee to your chest and extend the right leg out. Squeeze the left knee in. And then bring both knees in. Take your hands on your shins and really squeeze your knees in towards your armpits. Stay here if you like to, or happy baby pose. Grab outside edges of your feet, lift the heels up towards the ceiling. Use your hands to pull your knees in towards your armpits. So you're kind of using the weight of your hands to compress the hips a little bit more. And then bring the soles of your feet together and lower the outside edges of your feet down. Let the knees open up to the side. So this is a really good place to stay. Supta Baddha Konasana, supine butterfly pose. If you have a block nearby, go ahead and lift your hips up. Slide the block under your hips, not under your kidneys. Make sure that it's under your sacrum. And then just let the knees open to the side. This is a great stretch for your hips, inner thighs, outer thighs, psoas muscle. Let the palms be open. We're going to stay here for about a couple minutes. Yeah, we're doing great on time. So just close your eyes. Breathe into the psoas. Breathe into your inner thighs and legs, the belly. If you like to try, you can extend the left leg straight while the right knee is bent. And then bend the right knee out to the side and extend the left leg straight. And then extend both legs if you like to. If this is too much compression on your lumbar spine, just remove the block. Or you can bend the knees a little bit. And then putting both feet flat on the floor with one inhalation, lift the hips up, slide the block from underneath you, and gently roll the hips down. Windshield wiper your knees side to side. And whenever you're ready, it's our time for the sweet Shavasana. So extend the legs out on your mat, turn the palms up, let the back of your head rest comfortably on the floor, close your eyes. Take a nice deep inhalation through the nose and sigh it out through an open mouth. Let it go. Any opportunity you get throughout the day, check in with your body. See, even if for moments, just a minute here, a second there, if you can drop into your body and feel the sensations in the body as opposed to being in the head. Many of us even have jobs that require us to stay in the head. So just giving yourself this few moments of dropping in from the head to the heart. As you're ready, gently begin to deepen your breath. Draw one knee to your chest and then the other knee to your chest. Notice which nostril you're breathing out of a little bit easier. Roll over to that side and pause for a moment. And with the strength in your top arm, press yourself to a comfortable seat, please. Bring in your hands to your heart center. I bow down to all of you. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. I wish you all a happy 4th Enjoy a few days off, and I will see you next week. Remember, there's no class on Friday, but I hope to see you all next week. Namaste.